love my mom, who cradled me with the warmth of her voice and the rhythm of her history. My mom, who burns boiled water, but whose memory is sharper than the humor that bubbled out from the third-floor window of our Chicago apartment, who knows that I know that we know each other like the backs of each other's hands, like a record player that's carved and recarved scars that we don't try to cover up because they remind us of where we've come from. My mom's love, like those scars, runs deep and endlessly like the ocean she crossed alone from Brazil with a prayer on her breath and a dream stitched into the seam of her nicest clothes because America was like her church, where miracles could happen. And arriving on foreign soil, she passed me into the arms of a new motherland, who held me and whispered secrets in my ear of a golden door and a home, welcomed me in with the rest of her children, but this motherland, she picks favorites, calls some of her children lazy, ungrateful. This mother, she blames us for her problems, makes us do the dirty work and hides behind white columns, makes us feel invisible. Now suddenly we're criminal. The tales she tells are fictional. Since when is love political? This motherland's forgetful, suppresses her history of abuse. This motherland needs some serious group therapy, a reminder that the only children of hers that aren't adopted are indigenous, that she cannot use her colored children as a scapegoat for her own insecurities, that she's addicted to exploitation. But when the history of colonization fills her pockets, when her green siren on Ellis Island lured millions of people to their oppression, it's too easy to tighten the bandage over the eyes of Lady Justice and just forget. I will not forget that the American dream is just that, a dream. Then when we try to wake, to pry open our eyes, our government, our schools, and our children pull back the wool to remind us that we will never be one of them, that we are takers, not givers, that we do not belong here. But isn't that the most American thing of all? To not belong in your own home, to invade and conquer. You're right, we're not like you because we deserve the space we occupy. We didn't pillage, rape, kill, no, we bled. Pressed our temples to this earth, we built calluses over our hearts because the road we traveled was longer and more treacherous than her social mobility elevator. We may not be your definition of American, but hey, we won't judge you. My dad from Uruguay spent his career treating veterans with PTSD and has done greater service for our country than that orange clown with bone spurs. And my mom from Brazil has spent her career teaching the children that this motherland wouldn't raise a finger to protect from gun violence, but this motherland sees skin before face and surname before degree. This motherland's hate burns deep and unconditional in the history she would much rather forget, much rather call immigrants terrorists than accept her own crimes as though we could crawl back into the womb. Like doing so would make this country any more great, and we've already made it. And still we thank God for every breath we take. For every morning we wake in a country that prefers prisons, dependence. We rise, we prove our humanity, and we fight for the respect we will one day deserve.